It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Channel and to another episode of the War of the Ninepenny Kings as we continue under King Aerys the Unready. Now we'll be continuing to try and assert our dominance over the realm, and possibly if we can get a claim to invade Pentos, we will do so. If you're enjoying this series, then please do consider leaving a like. Subscribe, hitting that red button to subscribe will be greatly appreciated. It will help grow the channel, show your support, and enable me to continue to produce content that hopefully you will enjoy. So without further ado, we're going to continue as King Aerys. And we have here, my co-conspirators have fabricated evidence that Pirate Lord Tormo is planning a revolt against me. Now I will circulate the evidence amongst my vassals so that they will support my actions against this traitor. We could potentially see him disgraced. Let's try. Because this faction against us is rather big and I'm a little bit concerned. My vassals refuse to believe the fabricated evidence. Although the scheme has failed, at least there is no evidence of my involvement. Fine. We need to try and sort this out in the best way possible. Our prestige isn't a problem, our piety isn't a problem, it's just our traits, unfortunately, just mean we are not particularly happy. Also, increasing crown authority has caused some issues. Perhaps we'll get rid of the attempt to increase the taxes. Let's give them a bit of a break. What we really need is some realm happiness right now. They're still unhappy for having levies raised. A few of them are, not many, in all honesty. Right, well let's get targeting with them. We've got you in Highgarden. We have got some honorary titles actually that we should give out to try and improve relations with at least the Lord Paramounts. John, just to tip you over the edge, that would be good. Let's give that to Stark and Cupbearer to... let's give it... I suppose Mace is actually more important, isn't he? Okay, so for the minor titles now, we're good. Apparently we do need a Septon in place, but there's no one available. Also, Master of Coin at the moment is not doing anything, so Stefan, by all means, go and do something. Let's disband the troops. Okay, there's a plot to try and kill Lord Paramount Reynard from John the Tool of Last Hearth. Interesting. We also have a bunch of prisoners that, quite honestly, if I can ransom, wouldn't be a bad thing. Because we don't really have too much use for them. Now, to upgrade this we need Modest Estate, but I'm going to look to try and build other things. We upgraded the Red Keep quite nicely last episode. Let's look at getting maybe some more troops. Some more cavalry would be nice. Melees, you want to become my Master at Arms. That's not going to happen. So we're at 40% for independence, which is a little bit high. And I'm not so sure how much a feast is going to help me right now. What about holding... some affairs only going to help with... Oh, we could go on a tour. This might be worth it. Let's go on a tour. Let's make a royal progress of the realm. And we can visit 6 of my vassal lords. That's a decent length. That will do. Just myself and some retainers will suffice. We'll gain some prestige and minus national revolt risk. It does lower vassal opinion by 2 though, I suppose, because they have to actually pay for the food and stuff. Let's just do that. Who's my region at the moment? Oh, it's Tywin, isn't it? So the realm will probably run even better. So let's go and return a better man. Shall I take my flagship? Yes, why not? Oh, Tywin is not my region. Oh, God, it's her. Should have checked that really before I did it. But anyway, we're going to go visit Mace. Because we really need to improve relations with him. And try and get him out of this faction. Okay, good. That has lowered his hatred towards me. What's the main thing he's annoyed at? Really doesn't like the fact that a foreigner was appointed to the Kingsguard. That seems to have upset a lot of people. I didn't realise that would cause such a bad issue. I'm not going to ask him to leave the faction right now, because if that backfires then we're back to square one, and this tour is predominantly to try and settle my Lord Paramount's issues. After a long journey, you and your sizable following of important lords and courtiers are approaching Highgarden. You march through the area with your sizable bodyguard and oversee the execution of criminals, making sure the small folk know their king. They are wary, but the small folk welcome you. Now on to see Lord Paramount Mace Tyrell, and they are happy with the progress of the visit, so we will get some bonuses for Highgarden, which will hopefully make him improve. As I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders talking with each other about setting up a trade route to King's Landing. It would be most beneficial to me if I could aid them in starting their trade route and take a cut of the profits. The merchants get frustrated and muttered something in the common tongue, and while you don't catch the phrase, you know that it's not flattering. Needless to say, the deal failed. That's not going to help me with Mace. Please help me with Mace. Highgarden. The captain raises the sails of the flagship King Jahaery II as the ship drifts into Highgarden docks and makes berth at one of the piers. The sweltering harbourside is busy with small folk and merchants going about their business, and you can't help but notice armed knights roam amongst them. The palace of the Lord Paramount overlooks much of the surrounding meadow. It's an impressive towers and a curtain wall that surrounds the palace. The walls have robust gates and portcullises, and behind the walls you find vaulted halls, covered bricks, barracks, dungeons, granaries, kennels and stables. You are made to wait to enter the palace, and when you finally gain entry, only a small party of knights await you. You are led to Lord Paramount Mace Tyrell, who gives you a stiff welcome and grudgingly offers guest right. You give a cursory thanks, and then the handsome man dismisses you from his presence. Oh, we want to be friends. Why has it gone down? It's just gone down again. During your journey across the narrow sea, your ship was hit by a terrible storm. The ship is violently rocking back and forth, and you try to cling on to anything to keep steady. So there is 54% chance that we pass safely through, 35% chance that we are hit by some debris, and 11% chance of my sword being lost and we die. Whoa. Well, we just died. Christ. So, poor old Aerys has sadly passed, and now young Rhaegar is in charge. This may be a blessing in disguise, ladies and gentlemen, because Aerys was not so popular, and Rhaegar is a bit of a beast, as we all know. Sadly, we don't have his armour, which is a deep shame, but nevertheless. We now play as the young King Rhaegar. At the age of 26, Aerys died in a tour to Highgarden as the King Jahaery went through a storm. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. As per law and custom, all of my father's wealth has been divided between one of your kinsmen. Yes, we will have a funeral for him. And we'll pay 50 gold for a decent funeral. All hail his grace, Rhaegar of the House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Right, that was quite something, wasn't it? Ah, we can appoint you as Master of Whisperers, but you don't like me, and you follow the faith of R'hllor. Really? Okay, can I at least see what you're wanting? You want to be someone on the Iron Throne. What if I arranged a betrothal to my daughter? Then that's not really going to help. And really my... Excuse me. Oh, we need a son, don't we? Okay. Well, let's give her a position of small council advisor. Let's also send her a bit of cash. We really need to have some more kids, because we need a proper son, not a bastard son. Okay, let you rot. Master of Whisperers, I think we will stick with Jarella. She proved to be loyal and good. And Morris, you can be the Septon. Right, the invitations have been sent to the Lords and Ladies of the Realm. Let's hope they will all attend. Title lost in succession. We will lose the Seven Kingdoms. Is that because... Why is that? Only males can inherit, so we need a male heir pretty bad. Shera, who's my sister, she's pretty good at... stewardship. Let's give it to Tywin. We're going to spend lavishly on this. We may have to spend a little bit for entertainment as well. Can't request a coronation just yet. Okay, there's a lot of plots going on. We also need to make doubly sure no one is trying to kill Rhaegar right now. There is a plot to kill Mace. Well, Mace still is not very fond of us. What's going on the wall? You've got a king beyond the wall. Who is he? Magnar, caster of Then. Ooh, he's got 22 martial. That's pretty amazing, but his levy is not so good. We're not going to ride forward and help. Hopefully everyone will enjoy the feast to celebrate my father's funeral. So the factions are still fairly similar. Feasting has begun and the endless courses you ordered are impressing the guests. Good. John spoke up and told everyone how great the food was. Thank you, John. I hope you're still trying to improve relations with Highgarden. Yes, you are. Sir Daemon Lannister has used his attendance of the feast to present a petition for justice. He wants Osney Rutherfort to be arrested. Justica of Redfort. Where's Redfort? In the Vale. We'll just ask him to pay recompense. Septon Morris has presented a petition for remedy to the court, claiming that the Sept was forced to pay a tax by a sheriff. Well, let's use our very good diplomacy. In fact, our stats here are very good. The only bad one is intrigue, but it's not too bad. The more black beer Sir Quentin drank, so we've got a couple of drunks at the feast. That's not so good. Finances are being a little bit drained. The funeral. Amidst a throng of people, the body of the dead, freshly cleaned and prepared for the fires to come, is carried to the temple and proceeded up the steps into the facade, where the body is laid in state so the family and friends of the dead can say their farewells. Place a teary kiss upon the forehead of the body, recollect about days' past glories, or simply look upon the figure and weep. When each has had their turn to mourn, the body is hoisted onto the pyre, and a solemn prayer is told over it. A lighting torch is presented to King Rhaegar. As the gathered crowds quiet, the torch is put to kindling, and the body of King Aerys II burns away. By the morn, the ashes are collected and interred within the temple. And so it is done. Aerys vanished without a trace at the age of 42. He was a man who was well known for their amorous adventures, despite his vows, as well as being most fair to look upon. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The rule of Aerys now brought to a close as the rule of Rhaegar just begins. So, to request a coronation, we're going to need to save up a little bit more cash, because we'll also, well, it will be another feast, so we'll have to spend a good deal on that. Couple of plots going on at the moment, neither of which I can end. Court is, though, very much more happy, which is good. It's nice to see. Lordship of Rexstone. Are you guys independent right now? Yeah, you are. Interesting. 2 people have eloped. Well... Oh, it's Sir Daemon. We can leave him. It's fine. Pleased to report the majority of the population in White Knife has been converted to Faith of the Seven. Recent conversion will cause unrest. Could grab Shame Isle. Is the Magnar actually doing well? Oh my god, he took the wall. What's the North doing about this? What? North is not doing anything about this. I feel like we need to drop him down a peg. How many troops has he got? Not that many. We need to restore the Night's Watch. This cannot be allowed to continue. Oh my god. Okay, good. The North is actually going to get involved, which is kind of the main thing that we needed. The Stormlands, Tywin, Dawn, Vale, all of them getting involved, which is great to see. I'm not actually going to summon any troops. I suppose we could summon my personal levy. Is it worth it? I suppose we should. We should show willing. And we should lead them ourselves. My Master at Arms as well, Lord Commander, can fight with us. Gerald and Jantos. We are going to march north and reclaim the Night's Watch. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged. Well, that is the only faction that we have now. See, Rhaegar is far more popular than poor old Aerys ever could be. The White Walkers aren't here, are they? No. Your Grace, for some time now I've been in the employ of Lord Lucas, but now I seek a better situation. You want to join me? You're pretty good, but it's going to cost me 50 gold that I do not have, and I do not want to get in debt. Is this costing me money? Yeah, it's costing me quite a lot in money. But we've become close friends with Jantos, which is really good. Could we... Oh, we can't actually. I was hoping we would be able to get some ransom money, but this might cost me a little bit too much. King Rhaegar, after listening to the advice of a group of my bannermen led by Chief Valorn Stormman, I hereby relinquish my position as High Chief of Frost Caves. So, looks like some disputes going on in the kingdom beyond the wall. This is going to cost me too much money. Go back. I can't afford this. So, instead, I will use some of my vassals' troops. I cannot afford to use my own. That was a bit of an error, but I didn't realise it was going to cost me that much. My sister wife Doril has been letting herself go as of late. Well, let's warn her politely. And she's accepted, so she's going to lose some weight. Let's get rid of you. Right, vassals, total strength. Who's going to give me a good amount? You. That would probably do, to be honest. Driftmark, let's get you guys on board. Because at least this is not going to cost me money. And we have about 4,500 troops, that's sufficient. We may not even reach the kingdom beyond the wall, but we'll try. Let's get you moving. Looks like the North are about to go to battle with them. Okay, good. We're earning money again, which is great. 2 people have eloped. Daeron Waters and another person at the King's Gate. The North just got walloped by Magna Carta's army, but a big old stack has now come in to finish the job. I don't think this war will last too long, but it's important that we are seen to be moving towards re-establishing the Night's Watch. Lord Alistair of the Reach is due to marry my sister. Okay, that gives us a non-aggression pact with Mace, which actually is not too bad because he is fairly powerful. We're now known as the Hunter. Quite a nice little nickname for us. 62% in favour. Shadow Tower and Eastwatch both being sieged, so I think this war is pretty soon going to be over. But the king is on his way. He's going to try and join this war. And the Riverlands have woken up and will actually join as well. Here we go. New Lord Commander on the wall. Night gathers and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the night that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers and the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honour to the Night's Watch for this night and all nights to come. The Lord Commander has died. Allard Stern will replace him and will serve the realm in these troubled times. Let's send him some money to reward him and try and improve relations with the newly formed, or reformed I should say, Night's Watch. %98 now in favour. I suspect Magnoth then may soon decide, yeah, well, we're going to make him have the decision. Right now, he will surrender. We will gain 0 prestige from our contribution. All is going to go to Lord Paramount Reynard, but so it should. And the Night's Watch will be reformed. You might as well just sit here. And the war has subsided. Reappoint the old council. Disband troops. Get them all to work. Oh, Tywin was not appointed hand, which is no good. Improve relations with Mace, because Mace still is not a happy bunny. Good. My wife doesn't seem very content at home. She wants more clothes, better shoes, and a fine dress. Fine. We'll pay you some money. Hopefully now that we're not leading troops, we'll do okay here. But a son is definitely needed, otherwise we're going to have some major problems. Couple of factions cropping up. One to lower Crown authority, and the Iron Isles want independence. We do need to have a coronation at some point, but I think we need more gold because it's going to be another feast, isn't it? If we get to 80 gold, that'll probably do. Oh, we just got a whole stack from Jantos, who just sadly died of gonorrhea. Unfortunate for you. I'm very... What was the actual title? City of King's Landing. So you then also become Commander of the Gold Cloaks, is that right? I think. Yeah. So we need to consider who to give this to. Now it needs to be someone with good martial. Have we got any folk in the realm that are looking to join as good fighters? Not really. Okay, what about in our court? In terms of opinion, Adam Stokeworth, you're a friend, so we could consider you. Because you are a friend. You're a member of the Kingsguard, so I can't give you anything. Quentin Hunt, you any good? Not really. Darren, not really. Carlton, you're a Meister, aren't you? I think we give it to our friend, the Stokeworth. Why not? And you will have the City of King's Landing. Congratulations on your new appointment, Adam. And that means you will also become Commander of the Gold Cloaks for me. And we now have enough funds to use the money for a coronation. I've expressed my wishes and desire for a coronation at the Great Sept of the Faith to His Holiness the High Septon. Hopefully he will accept my request so that I begin inviting my lords. He has indeed, and now we will invite everyone, and a few people are not going to turn up. Oh, okay. Lots of high lords not turning up. We're going to spend lavishly and make this a feast to remember. What crown are we wearing? We're wearing Maekar's crown, okay. What happened to Aegon's crown? Did that just get destroyed or something? The Lords of the Realm have arrived in King's Landing for the coronation ceremony. They've been offered shelter, bread and sweet beer, as is their guest right, and over the coming days there'll be much feasting for the grand coronation. Karenna spoke up and told everyone how great the food was, thank you. You want Lord Volmark arrested, Lord Hightower. We'll ask him to pay a recompense to you. Sir Montford Bywater wants Lord Dontos arrested, but you don't give me anything, so no. I will send my Lord Commander to try and deal with this, and he was successful, which is great. Crowning of the King. In the name of the Father, I, Rhaegar of the House Targaryen, the first of my name, promise, pledge and guarantee in the sight of the Seven that I will be the protector and defender of the realm in all ways useful to it, however many, insofar as I am supported by divine assistance according to my knowledge and ability. Today I was crowned by His Holiness the High Septon and formally received the title of King of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm, and we now become the fully fledged King of the Iron Throne. And I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the episode there. If you are enjoying the series, then please do consider leaving a like. Hopefully I can earn your subscription today. You will hit that red button to subscribe to help grow the channel, help encourage new content to be released, and all good things. And in the meantime, I will see you all in the next episode of the War of the Ninepenny Kings.